We'll get back to our films though. Actually, this one didn't chart. It didn't actually get into the top 10. Clearly
New
not.
release.
It's a new release that we haven't spoke about before, but Ryan, you watched it. This is Strange Magic.
Yeah, so thinking about animated films, like what animated films do you like that aren't sort of deep at all, like don't have any layers to it? I don't know if that's the best way to describe what I'm talking about.
See,
you understand what I mean?
I know what you mean, but like Pixar and Disney have like monopolised the market, so I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I like Shrek.
Shrek's
good.
Even Shrek had sort of...
Shrek has layers.
Yeah, Shrek.
Like onion.
Oh, God. I set myself over that one, didn't I? Yeah, onion.
I was
waiting to
layers.
see it.
Waiting. Like, I mean... But the thing is, this is a project for George Lucas, which he has been gestating for about 15 years now. Same period that George Miller had Fury Road going for. But I think the idea he had, it was around American Graffiti when he was making that he was sort of, this was sort of enamoured with him. And
Boy.
it was when he was making that he sort of like, right, maybe this would be a good idea. But obviously a certain little film came along and sort of took his attention.
Yeah.
And obviously now he's sold off all of his rights to Star Wars. Lucasfilm has no Star Wars rights anymore. The problem, I mean, they still got the legacy, but obviously Disney owns Star Wars now, so it's very much that. But the thing is, obviously Lucas has to fill his time in now, and I guess this is the better time than any to sort of bring in a new idea for George Lucas. But it's a very standard animated film. That's probably the best way I can put it. It's really nothing special at all. I mean, what I do like about animated films these days is how good the animation is getting, because they do look really, really good these days. Obviously, Inside Out, especially, obviously that's the master of Pixar. But obviously, even lesser films have had incredible sort of animation that style, because they are getting a lot sharper as the technology is increasing a lot. I do prefer hand drawn a lot of the time. The animation style is increasing a lot better, but it's not a good film. Obviously it's set in a world where there's two warring factions, and there's sort of a portion which is sort of they're all fighting over, but the film transcribes as sort of a sort of rock musical or like a pop musical at the same time as well. So like they'll inject this tale of the portion and these two kingdoms with sort of random songs. You've got early 60s Beach Boys in there, and then there's Bad Romance like immediately afterwards, like 10 minutes later down the line. But it's just such a weird sort of like mix, because you've got all of these pop songs and these classic songs, but like none of them is going to land really with the kids. I mean, because it's clearly a very, very lower kid oriented film. This is the humor's very sort of aimed at that sort of demographic. It does have great animation, like I said, but the story is just totally forgettable. The musical aspect, I mean, it is a musical essentially because there's so many songs, but it's really basic and just meh. It's just a really, really forgettable kids film.
Not a recommend.
Just would not recommend. But fair play. It's good animation. At least George Lucas is doing something other than messing up the Star Wars prequels now.
Fair enough.